I took some pictures of this boat earlier. This is a Sea Ray that we purchased down around Gladwin. We're getting ready to go actually look at another one. I don't know how this shows up, but can you see the mold on there? I haven't tried a pressure washer. Mold, or is that what you would call it? Mold or something like that. It washes off with a lot of scrubbing. As is this. So I bought polish and stuff. Not exactly sure, that might be a sink drain. Not exactly sure. All the wood needs to be retreated. I think that's teak. I'm guessing it is. Let's walk around the other side. I cleaned the other side up a little bit. So the boat has been put on the trailer incorrectly. The cable here is pulling up on it. It should be either pulling down on it or pulling straight into it. I think this part here needs to be lowered down to at least give that a straight shot, and then this whole piece needs to go back a little bit. But I think the boat needs to come ahead a few inches, and I say that because I can pretty much lift that boat with one hand, and it should have more weight on the tongue than that. It did pull okay, but I was very conservative with it. Then we see we got some spots here that need to be repaired, which is not something I know how to do yet, but I don't think it's probably not brain surgery, so I could probably handle that. I've cleaned this here. I don't know if you can see the difference. I have not polished it. However, I did polish the smaller boat here, and this is really nice and smooth. And I tend to do the same thing with this one. Let's get up here on the step ladder. You can see the top of the boat. You can see this side here where I cleaned it. I don't know if you can see that on the front where it's got the moss or mold or whatever all over it. This was cleaned here. Came out pretty good. A lot of the bright work is pitted, but for the use of this boat, I don't see that as a real big problem. Some cracking in the paint, but the boat itself doesn't look too bad. The trailer, when I was pulling it, one of the wheels seemed to be a little strange, so I need to check that out. Jack it up and check the wheel bearing at least and see if there's a problem there. Let's put this ladder up here. It had coons in here when we got it home, so Laura went in and cleaned it out pretty good. I was having really bad coughing jags from the fumes or whatever from the coons, I think, and so I wasn't able to go below very well and do very much. Okay, let's see what she's got. Okay. Oops. I think her cardboard barrel got a little wet. I don't know if I can get in here or not. You can see the seats are a mess. I think the coons may have done the damage over there. It's a single engine boat, which is what I want. Let's see. What can I do here? I'll just get this out of the way for now. I'm beating the camera up pretty good here. So you're still working, camera? Yep. All right. Let's come aboard here. Who knows? The coons could still be in here. Not exactly sure what we're looking at here. Looks like a radio. Oh, it looks like a car radio type radio. So I can stand to be in here at least. But all this need a lot of work in order to use this boat. I guess that's a hanging locker. Storage underneath the V-berth. Here is electrical panel, range and outlet. I guess that's the 110. There's an outlet right there, which is probably what we're talking about. Those are all off. This is on. That's the main. I'm going to shut that off. I don't know why. One way or the other. I don't know if this has got an inverter in it or anything. I really haven't. I've done very little with the boat. Signal kit. Oh, that's cool. Here is a fan. I assume that's probably a fan for to evacuate the engine room. So here's the stove, and the instructions are on it. It's a alcohol and electric. So I guess, yeah. So I can see the center part here looks like it's alcohol burner, and then you got the electric there. So if you're plugged in, you can do that. Okay. Those are drive parts, I think. That's the third ignition switch I've seen for this boat. Oh, look at, there's teak oil. Oh, I've been hoping to get some of that. So here's the sink, and there's a small water tank here somewhere. I don't know if this is it looks like it's a refrigerator because there's a freezer part. Don't know where the controls for that are at. Oh, there's a, I think that's a, yep, on-off switch. So it looks like the rubber seal is gone. Okay, here's a hatch. Okay, all right. You get some air in here that way, I guess. Yeah, the rubber's not perfect, but looks like it could be cleaned up and might be okay. At least temporarily. All right, looks like a good way to hurt yourself. I think these some of these side windows open up too. Not exactly sure. Maybe this here goes there and probably makes that like a table. Let's see. Yep. Yeah. Okay. I'm just concerned we're going to find a coon in here. But we took the babies to a rescue place. There were 3 of them, I think. But we never did see Mama, so we don't know if she had already evacuated the boat or if she evacuated the boat after it came here. If so, that meant she might come back looking for her babies. Surely she would. I wonder what that is. Yeah, we won't open that up. So the boat actually feels very solid. Needs a lot of cleaning done. I'm not going to open that up. Looks like there's the ship's radio. Oh, Laura's been working in here. Okay, there's storage underneath the... This is a bed here. Okay, she got that slid over. It slides back over. Oh, there's a... I see a piece for a table. I wouldn't be surprised if one of these is a table for the back. Let's see if this is falling down. Oops, there's some windows there. So I guess you got some back windows. So it's got kind of an aft cabin, well, mid cabin, we'll call it. Here was a fish finder. GPS maybe? Don't know. A fish finder at least, which I'm told does not work. Yeah, left us some things. Not exactly sure what that is. I think that's a that's a car radio type radio. All right. Okay. I'm not going to open all this up here. Single control. So we're going to go look at a Bayliner 27 foot long. This boat is, I think, 24 foot. You can see there's a lot of work to do on it, which we think there's just maybe more work than what we want to deal with. Kind of like to get at that engine, but there's things here kind of parked in my way. These were probably, ooh, it stinks. Oh, I don't like seeing flags something like that. Oh, shut this off and clean that up. Okay, now that I've got some of that cleaned up, let's see, can we get to the engine? Here it is. I think they say that's a Merc Cruiser 260, which means it's a, I think it's either a 305 or 350 Chevy engine. It started and ran good, but when you let the key off, it would shut off, and I see a broken wire on the alternator, which I assume is the problem there. Can't say that for sure. So I haven't ran the hydraulics or anything yet. I'll be doing that. I see the fire extinguisher was set to be turned on from the cockpit, and that those wires are gone. So actually the engine compartment doesn't really look bad, but I have to get in there and do a lot better inspection before I know how things are. Since we started it with water, we're going to have to, it's going to have to be winterized next year. So I don't want to forget that. We get too many boats sitting around here. But if we like the other boat and we buy it, then this boat will be for sale. This flag got left in the condition it was in. As a veteran myself, I respect our flag. Don't ever want to see it like that. I guess Laura just wasn't thinking about it. So I'll try to get it dried up and see if there's still any use to it. If there is, then I will use it, or if not, I will have it disposed of properly. Okay, so the lower unit here, it's a brand new prop. Doesn't look like it's ever turned in the water. Never, ever. So the lower unit was totally rebuilt. So that may be a good thing. The swim platform is a little weak. Actually, this side looks pretty good. The trim tabs look okay. I see we're broke here, and this is because of this, I think. So this has got to be, this has got to be worked on. You can see all the moss and stuff that's growing here. Just for fun. Well, I imagine so. So we don't climb on it this way, since that's probably why it's wrecked from people climbing on and off of it when it's sitting on dry land. So we use this ladder that the former owner gave us. So, all right, so that's our Sea Ray V245. And you can see here, there's chips in the gel coat right there that have to be fixed. So it's got some small problems, but I think if somebody really wanted to, they could have this ready to go in the water in just a few days. So, okay. Thanks for watching. And God's blessings to you. Okay. Sesame off, sesame.